Hey, good morning. Finally back from my trip to Laughlin Air Force Base down in Del Rio, Texas. Catching up on one of my chess games. I always playing chess. I always try to play a guy that's better than I am, rated higher than I am, so that it keeps me focused and sharp. So all that being said, I got to tell you something. When I was down in Laughlin around Del Rio, there was they don't even have a radio station. It's like, to me, it was like going back in time. So, quick story, not too long, was about 6.5 hours both ways, so a total of like 13 hours round trip. Went down there to recover something that belonged to me that somehow found its way down there. Um, yeah. I think it's, to me, I think it's funny when people don't think you can find them. And I mean, I'm not a ninja or anything like that, but if you, it's everything. All right, let me just. I gotta move the carpet. It's off a little bit. So, um, I can tell you one of the good things. A couple of things. One of the good things about having a wife who is also a helpmate is I came back and everything's done. The yard's mowed. The laundry's all done. The dishes are all done. House is cleaned. I don't really have to do anything, and so it was pretty easy day. But when I was down at the Laughlin Air Force Base, I stayed at the Laughlin Inn because I'm a retired senior NCO, non-commissioned officer, so I get to stay in the executive wing. And the Air Force people, man, they treat their people way better than the Army and the Corps treats their people. So it is what it is. Enjoyed my stay there. Went and had a face-to-face talk with the guy who borrowed something. He said he borrowed something of mine. He seemed shocked that I went and reclaimed it. So, anyways, was making and what I was going to talk about is there's a lady there that is at the front desk. She has dark purple hair. She admitted she was 63 years old, and she said she's the loneliest person she knows. Um, she said she was a wild child when she was younger, and it's bleak for those women. I mean, all she has now is this little job at the front desk. She said she lives in a single wide trailer about 5 miles from the front gate of Laughlin Air Force Base, and that's her life. That's it. No man, no family. Decided that, anyways, it's just what a lot of the people say in the MGTOW community is true. Um, Guys, we expect that kind of stuff. So the other thing is, it's hilarious how much of a fraternity some of the military guys are. So on 90 is the road that I take that goes east and west. And then I take, leaving Del Rio, I took the 90 west up to 285 north, and then I took the 10 all the way back to El Paso. So I'm on 90 west, and the speed limit's, I think, 75, where I was at 75, and I'm doing like 95. And I actually didn't see the Texas State Patrol officer there, but it's certain. And you know, you're on these long, like 8, 10 mile long, just straight stretches of road, and so you're not outrunning anybody. You're not taking a turn they don't know about. So, anyways, I just immediately pulled over. And for those of you who weren't in the Army or in a combat scenario, there's a camouflaged lightweight blanket we have, and most of work I was taught to call it a whoopee. Okay, so I have that sitting on the passenger side of my car, and I pull over. I keep my hands where you can see them. I take the keys out of the ignition, put them up top, roll the windows down because the windows are tinted on the car. I had a couple of guns out that were exposed, and he reminded me about that just and put them away. But you know, I'm not trying to complicate his life. I had my license out and my insurance out. And he pulls up, and I'm not doing anything significant. And out of the blue, he goes, okay, let me come, I'm going to come back, and da 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 da. And he looks down at my, the whoopee, the camouflage blanket. Here, I'll show you. God damn thing. It's just, I don't know how to explain it other than showing it to you. Um, when you're deployed or out in the field, you don't really have a lot of comfort items, uh, especially in this blanket. It's lightweight, it dries out quick. Um, it can be a pillow, it can be a light blanket. It's just, anyways, here, I'll do it on the bed. But if I needed to stop or I got a little tired or something, I wanted to take a break, I would just pull out my whoopee, and then I would, wrap it up, lock the doors, put a gun within hand's reach of me, and take a nap. So that I didn't, even if you drive, you shouldn't drive tired. And I don't know how the truckers do it. So, anyways, so I'm looking at maybe they can take your license for being over 20 miles over the speed limit. and, oh shit, I'll get you a ticket. And he comes back, and he's got a little plastic clipboard and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be expensive. Here's the paperwork. So he comes down, and I'm just trying to sit back down. I can't get my ass beat in chess, and I don't fucking like to lose at all. I mean, I don't like to lose at anything. So, anyways, he comes back, and he's on the passenger side of the car, and he crouches down. The trooper hat and all that kind of stuff. Nice, very professional. And he goes, I see you have your whoopee. And I was like, what? Anyways, he goes, what branch of service are you in? I said, I'm in the Army. And I have disabled veteran plate. So he goes, oh, Army, what'd you do for the Army? I said, I was an EOD sergeant until I got hurt. And we're talking back and forth. And he says, he says, I got my whoopee in the back of my car. And whenever I need to take a break or something, I said, yeah, that's exactly. Then we just started talking about everything. And what did I end up with? He said, I'm not going to suspend your license. I'm not going to do anything. He gave me a warning. That was it. He told me, you can stay 5, at the max, 10 miles above the posted speed limit. But if they choose to, they can pull you over and give you a ticket. A compliment. He had a body camera on, so I said, thank you for being very professional. He said, thank you for that. And that was it. I mean, that was nice. Getting back to the main focus of this, sometimes the relationships you develop over time are worth a lot. And sometimes I would say they're worth way more than money, but they can bring you money. I don't create problems or strife, and I help a lot of the people around here out in the federal government as well as the Leo community. So it's not hard to track somebody down if you know the right kind of people. So I went and tracked this guy down and got my stuff back, and then I came home. I mean, it was just a really nice time. I mean, the only thing that was sobering for me and lets me know that I made the right choice is I don't want to be, I'm 56, I don't want to be 60-year-old married to a woman who dyes her hair purple. She even had a little bit of a mustache. I mean, just said she was a wild child, but she was lonely. It's like, okay, yeah. So anyways, that's it. Nothing spectacular going on here. I have a couple of friends that are over in Poland, and they said this time when they come back to the United States, that's it for them. They're not. They said just the amount of civilians that are leaving the Ukraine is it messes with you. You see all that death and destruction, and getting in a gunfight is not the same as getting into an industrial war conflict. And well, they've just had enough. They've seen enough. They don't want to do it anymore. I mean, it's a young man's game if they want to do it, and you got to figure you're over there for what? It is what it is. You guys stay safe and healthy. Here today it's cloudy, overcast, a little bit of rain. Um, I don't think it's going to get above 55, 58 here. You guys stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. And you know what? It is more about who you know than what you know sometimes. Stay safe and healthy, like a fart in a G, like a fart in a G string. I'm out of here. Bye bye.